It's a mirror of confusion.
Oh man, that's the nastiest thing I ever seen you doing.
It's a trap.
Fuck! You guys are doing good.
What happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry?
So part of this podcast, the one thing that we need to do for this one is we're gonna fucking name the podcast.
Yeah.
I like Bro Spoke.
Bro spoke. Bro spoke.
He really likes that.
I know, he's mentioned it a couple times.
Bro spoke.
I'm a genius.
What if we change it to like an I? So it's like spoke.
Or Bro Spike.
I think we should just move past this one. Personally, I'm not feeling it. I'm going to be honest with you because I love you. I don't want you to think that like I would lie to your face about this. I'll lie to you about fucking everything else except this. This podcast is going to mean a lot to me. I'm sure.
Yeah. It already feels pretty important.
Yeah. It's going to take a lot of time away from my family. I hope. But, oh no!
Speaking of family, we got extras today, so that's fun.
Yeah. Well, we'll introduce stuff. I'm Cory.
Guest one.
Guest one.
Mitch.
Carissa.
Kristine.
Yeah. And guest one is Jake. His address is
Jake.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we planned this out. So, I liked what we were talking about before, is because you introduced yourself before the fuck up as Matt Damon, and we were going to say, what was your favorite scene from
Team America?
Team America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want it to be what was your favorite scene from the Team America show?
Well, no. Are we going to stick on the podcast name throughout the whole thing, or I think it's something that we
It's
could
been
revisit.
like 30 seconds.
Okay. Well, I could give it a little more thought, I guess.
What do you think?
For what?
Hey, let's get a different brain.
For the name?
Yeah.
Oh, heck, I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez.
Golly.
Gee Williers.
Oh, gosh. Just put me on the
Put me on
spot.
the
Why
spot
don't you?
there.
Kristine, do you have any input on our name?
I have no input.
I genuinely like Cory and the guests. Because it really stands out. And I'm okay with my name not being in the title.
Well, because you guessed one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did snag that right away. You
I
called
didn't.
shotgun like a motherfucker on guest one.
Yeah.
So guess and then Mitch would be guest A.
Yes.
See?
What if we take each of our first names?
What do you mean?
I already did that.
Like
didn't
Jacory
I?
me.
What?
Jacory me.
Doesn't that sound like that musician?
Jacory me.
Jamiroquai. It should be the fucking Jamiroquai podcast. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Yeah, no, it really should be.
That sound. I mean, yeah, I like that. No, that's my genuine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'll be a guest. I want to stay guest one.
of course you do.
Yeah,
Fucking killer.
it's just the title. You can still say Mitch when we start.
Yeah.
Well, no, I expect you to say Matt Damon every time now. Huh? I expect you to introduce yourself as Matt Damon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that joke never gets old. Until
No,
episode,
so far,
like,
not in
4 or
this
5.
podcast.
No.
It's pretty good.
What? So wait. So
run
we
king.
got Bro Spoke, Not Bro Spoke, and what was the other one?
I like
The
not
Chalants.
bro stuff. The Chalants podcast.
Pro Chalants.
Pro Chalant.
Because you've heard of nonchalant, but you've heard of like pro
Yeah,
chalant.
people do nonchalant stuff all the time. But how often is someone just pro chalant? Or just chalant,
All
I guess
about
it
it.
would be.
Seldom.
Seldom.
Pro Chalant.
Yeah.
It's zesty.
The Irregardless podcast.
How about literally podcast?
That has
Worst
to be
title
taken.
so far.
That has to be taken, though.
I'm mad about that.
Tubular.
I'm just trying to grab from the hat and keep throwing, you know?
Broken Spoke.
Broken Spoke Network Podcast.org.
I mean, I like
Slash
I liked Broken Spoken.
I like that too.
I like the podcast
Broken
more than that
Spine.
picture I made last
Broken
night.
spoken.
Broken
That.
Spoken. I think that's
It
fucking
rhymes
pretty
good too.
Yeah.
You can rap it.
Or spoke broken.
I could rap anything.
That's important.
All right. This is interesting and very
Welcome
entertaining.
to the Broken Spoken
Welcome.
Podcast.
That's right.
This is my favorite
Oh my god, I'm gonna fuck these guys. So,
I thought a good episode 1 would be a getting to know you.
okay.
Yeah, so we could ask things like, Mitch.
Yes, Jake. Guess one.
Question.
I know, that's the hard part, right?
Truth or dare?
It's like, so you were a child once. Is this right?
I too
Mitch?
have an uncle.
I too have an uncle.
Yeah.
So, what's your life all about, Mitch? Don't talk about work. Nobody gives a fuck about what you do for a living.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, any idea that you have, run it past me before you start talking about it. So, what's your life all about? Go.
Loneliness.
Loneliness. Fucking, that's something that a lot of people can relate to. Not me, but something that a lot of people can. You know. So, how do you deal with your loneliness? I mean, I'm sure a lot of masturbation.
Drinking.
Yeah.
The norm.
I just like to cry.
And I like to watch you cry, Jake.
Yeah.
So, what's your life all about, Broseph?
Mainly just struggling to come up with topics for things like talking to people in social settings.
Yeah, just that's something you struggle with, just no matter what. Like, you walk into a room, like, what the fuck am I gonna say to this clerk at Smith's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just want these eggs, but I gotta have a good dialogue with this dude. Yeah.
Is it bad? Well, I'm not joking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do that with eggs. It's like I don't. She probably
just
sees
eggs?
it. No, it's like everywhere. Like I'll go.
Fucking eggs, right? Fucking scramble them.
Yeah.
Boil
And
them.
they just kind of look at you
Poach.
It's weird because I try and I forget that people are at work all day. Like so I'm not at work and then I go to someone else's job and I'm like, "What up? Isn't this fun?"
No, that's true. I do that shit all the time too. It's like I remember doing that. Like, remember when fucking video stores were a thing?
Yeah.
You'd go into the video store and it's like a social setting for me and Kristine. We would fucking go in there and we would like. If
Wander.
it was that
BS
sometimes
with
like
people.
was our date night. It's like no, for me it was. It's like all the time on the weekends.
Dude, that was Netflix and chill before. Like you were just
That was old
picking
school
a title.
Netflix and chill.
Except
yeah.
you got the
Yeah.
It was
opportunity to go
Blockbuster
talk to the
couch.
fucking nerd that works up at the top. It's like, dude, have you seen this fucking movie? I'm like, no. Tell me everything about it right now. And he's like, well, it's out. You can't rent it, but it's the shit. That would be usually my experience.
Yeah, the video store guy bringing up the one video that's not at the fucking store.
Yeah, exactly. No, and I love the thing too. Is like Blockbuster here is there was always one super fucking nerdy dude that was like all about movies.
He's like, I've
And
rented
then
Chrono
one-
Trigger on the Super Nintendo at least 18 times.
Yeah. And then there's one fucking dude working with him, or usually like a fucking frumpy bitch.
Yeah,
That's
that
like
a goth girl
Einstein's
or something.
baby. It's fucking sick. I'm glad I'm over here now at Blockbuster, but people keep fucking talking to me. And it's just like a fucking bitch. She's like, hey, do you guys have... And like, before you even get your fucking sentence out, she's rolling her eyes and fucking like, what? Do you fucking have Shaun of the Dead? Do you have that movie?
Saying, I want to flip the tables so that I become that woman.
I always wanted to work under fucking why? So you could be a cunt to fucking random fucking consumers, or
Everyone.
you just want to
Because
be
you
a
know,
cunt?
in general.
that shit doesn't turn off for her. She
Oh,
goes
no.
home with that.
No, that's
Yeah.
her default setting. She is like for sure, like she's a fucking bitch. Something awesome has.
But
to
what's
happen.
better, being the guy that's just like, hey, excuse me, I like, Peter Pan had a cool outfit, huh? And I don't know why that's on my mind. I'm probably gonna rent it, but I don't know yet because I set it down a few times. Because Dumbo's cool. I mean, I'm just in this Disney thing. You know, Disney? Disney. Do you think they really froze that guy?
Yeah. Did he hate Jews? Was that real? I don't know. Is he inside that bronze statue in the middle of the fucking park? So you would rather switch? You'd rather switch with that chick who has the confidence to be a total fucking cunt rag,
Right.
to everybody that.
Because I know while I'm saying it that this conversation is dumb. Just like not worth. Like I walk out and I'm like, it was like the fifth not worthwhile just encounter
Today.
That's fucking funny,
forever. And if I was her, I could just I don't know. Just
Whatever.
fucking think about.
Well, no, it's like she doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right? She doesn't fucking care. Whatever's going on in her fucking basket's way more important than whatever anybody else wants. And she's literally being paid to fucking talk to people about, like, fucking movies and shit.
Yeah.
That's beyond her reach in her emotional fucking level right now. Because all she can do is that fucking flat line of, you know, fuck you, dude. I was tweeting. You know, what the fuck?
When I watched
It
Nightmare
wasn't
Before
tweeting
Christmas, I
back then.
cried.
Yeah.
It was Blockbuster.
Oh, it was. We just didn't hear about it because it's fucking gay.
It was when they had the actual birds. We would send them off.
Right.
We were still rocking
By
flip
pigeons.
phones.
Yeah.
Still rocking
Yeah.
flip phones going fucking... People that are buying these Apple phones are fucking
People at
retarded.
Blockbuster had pagers. Don't even lie.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
I love my parents' first cell phones. Those were the coolest. I
Oh,
wish
I
that
still-
style
Big thing
didn't.
in the car.
No, there was it was weird. They both had like it was almost like I don't know where that is in my brain. It's like a fat phone that's like this big. I'm gesturing with my hands because it's a podcast.
Yeah.
And then there's like
I
a
can see
long skinny phone.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it because my mom had the sleek model and he had like the fucking turd that just like went not even in, like you couldn't put him in your pocket.
Yeah. No, dude. Mine go back even further than that.
You're talking like
We're talking fucking G. Like, they're my
dad in
mom's
his
phone...
black caddy had a box in the car.
Yeah.
That had a large phone.
Night of the
Yeah, it's
Roxbury.
like-
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
My
a-
mom had
Yeah,
that fucking
exactly.
phone, bro. For
That
real.
right?
It was
Night of the
that
Roxbury
fucking...
phone?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That fucking big.
Take
Like,
you know,
yes,
that.
Mr. President.
I was like, take the phone. He's like, come on. And there's like
Totally.
there's the antenna.
Yeah, it had a crank instead of a battery. You had to crank the fucker to get it going. Yeah. Hello, operator. So, Kristine,
No, I'm trying to call long distance.
what's your life like right now, Kristine, my baby bear?
Same as it
Interesting
always
stuff,
is.
Carissa.
What? Yes?
I love it. I love this. Just point at someone and then
Go. Come up with something to talk about.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish? Fucking right on.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
What about you,
I
Cory?
agree. They're
What's going on with your life?
What's going on? You know, same old Cory. Just trying to stay relevant in today's changing world. Trying to progress. You know, trying to figure out my pronoun. What else? I could talk about me forever. We all know that.
Yeah.
So, Stranger Things. Can we move on to this?
Yes.
we're
Well,
like
we can't spoil everything because you haven't even started it, have you?
we're
I've started.
So
I've
you're at
seen-
0, 1, and 2?
No, I've seen the first season.
First season?
Okay. Well, I want to talk about the second season.
Go ahead.
What did you guys think of the first one? Let's just start with the first one.
Okay, let's go back in time.
Yeah, let's go back.
Yeah.
Because then
Honestly, in my opinion, as soon as I watched the first episode of the first season of Stranger Things, I was fucking hooked.
Oh,
man,
same.
and love the whole everything about it reminded me of being a kid and stuff. You know, I was born in the early '80s.
That's one of the best things is it was like from the perspective of kids.
Yeah.
And not like adults. So
That's why I
think
dug
that
on
made
it.
a lot of it.
That's why I dug on the movie It so much too. I mean, even
Clowns
back in the day, but this
Make you
one,
horny.
and clowns make me hornier than shit.
Because you're Georgie inside.
Cause what?
You're Georgie.
I'm Georgie on the
Deep
inside.
down inside.
Do you still go visit? What was his name? Bozo? You still do your visits?
Pennywise.
Pennywise, yeah. You visit?
Visit.
Still?
What do you mean?
Catch up?
Kitchen?
He doesn't have custody.
Say what up.
Oh, the clone of the clown that used to molest me? Do I visit him? Actually, no. He has a restraining order.
Stranger Things.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
fucking great show, great idea. Like, I love the idea of having it be this group of buddies that are kids, so they have that innocence of where they can believe what actually happened, because what happens is fucking
Adults
and-
would play, yeah.
And their analogy, the running analogy of like comparing it to Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
that works so good.
And I
'Cause
like
they
the way
keep
that-
pulling on like the shit that happens, and they're just like it's just like that, and
Yeah.
you know nerds are like that, you don't even got to explain it.
Well, and that goes into season 2 as well.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, and like the monster, what do they call it, the Demogorgon or some shit. Is that was really cool. I like
I love
the
the
chick.
music.
Yeah,
And the film, the first one, there was a lot of like beautiful cinematography in the first one.
yeah.
And in the second one, it wasn't as
You don't think so?
No.
I need to rewatch this second one. I kind of blew through it while I was doing some other stuff, and I took it for granted. I think honestly because I've already seen season 1, so you already know like the setting, and it's like this, and then when I restarted, I'm like, that's why I like the show, is because it is set in the 80s about a bunch of kids and stuff like that. And 11's the shit,
She's fire.
Yeah.
She's on fire.
She's on fire.
You remember that scene, like when she puts up the Christmas lights?
The mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no shit. After that episode, my fucking lamp turned off by itself.
No way.
Yeah. And
No,
I'm
that'd
like, oh my God.
probably trip me out if I was by myself.
You're so getting the moving wall next.
Fuck that noise.
Ooh, that would be sweet.
It was freaky, dude.
Yeah.
What is that? Is it the? It's an old movie, like The Exorcist or
Poltergeist.
some shit. Well, when it's like bending through, coming. I just watched it. No, Freddy Krueger.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
there's a
the
lot of old
Nightmare
school
on
movies that
Nightmare
use
on
that.
Nightmare on
Street.
Elm. There's like that one scene where he
comes
just like
through the
goes
ceiling,
in and
doesn't he?
disappears.
Yeah.
Well, it's right above her bed. Yeah.
My son and I watched Nightmare on Elm Street for the first time. It was either earlier this year or last year because he'd never seen it.
Yeah,
and
I watched
had
it last
never,
year.
I had never seen it.
I went through like a binger
Oh,
on
yeah.
Halloween movies.
Yeah,
Nice.
Watched everything I hadn't.
and that's really
Have
in
you
essence.
seen Repo, the genetic opera?
Fuck. I
Should
mean
watch
everything but that one. Oh no, I know what one you're talking
Freddy
about. Though.
versus
'Cause I put
Jason
that
is
on the
cool.
Netflix library a while ago. I don't
Oh,
know if
it is?
I don't
It's
think,
on Netflix?
I don't think it still is, but it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's I think in essence what I like the most about it is like a classic Halloween tale too. You know what I mean? Because they released it at Halloween time, and there ain't shit.
Knew.
There ain't shit on TV for fucking Halloween. I mean, I know everybody's nutting all over, what's it called, The Walking Dead, and I'm sure it's a great show, and there's fans of that show here, but I'm fucking over it, man. Like,
First season, like you get hooked in it.
Oh,
it's
dude,
like
it's
it's so
so
new,
good.
so
Oh, yeah, the
different,
first
so
one.
eerie.
Way
Yeah.
better.
And they didn't keep changing the characters. It was like the same characters.
Well, like
But after each season, they just keep adding these characters. You're like, fuck, where's this going?
don't
I
get
think
me
they
wrong.
tried to be like Game of Thrones in that way, though.
Yeah.
In what way?
In the way of always constantly killing off
Yeah.
big characters that
Yeah.
people like.
Yeah, it's almost like now that we are in this media boom, there's like tropes that we didn't imagine, which are like the ultimate, like just fucking kill them. That'll shock them, right?
Yeah.
But in Walking Dead, what I said last time I was here when we were just talking about Walking Dead is what I think is that the first couple seasons were so exciting, and then it turned into a villain game,
Yes.
like from
Exactly.
from the
Exactly.
TV standpoint, because
As it
it's
would,
like,
though, right?
well,
yeah.
like some of the shows that I
I mean,
like the
realistically, yeah,
most, like I don't know. It's like you guys ever watched the show Supernatural?
yeah.
Like the first
They're
few
on, like, season
seasons,
28 now.
the first few seasons of Supernatural are the shit.
Oh,
like
yeah, they're
it's
scary.
a monster of the week, and
Yeah.
you love that shit. It's like
Yeah.
every
Then-
week you're like coming to do something
they-
new.
Then it
But Walking
outgrew
Dead
itself.
changed this thing to where it's like it's the
team
bad
fight.
guy of the year, and it's like
Right.
fuck. It's
Well,
like
it's
we get
against
it.
like gods and demons now.
Yeah, it goes
Yeah.
from a
Yeah,
ghost in a
no shit.
closet to
Yeah, it's like
let's just see what Satan's up to
Satan
this
and-
episode.
Yeah.
Like that is a huge gap. Like
Yeah, no, for
and they
real,
just stayed,
yeah.
They just
Yeah,
stayed there. They're like,
there's
yeah,
some
we just
steps.
like ghosts. That's tiny shit now.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's they've got some staying power though. There's how many fucking seasons they have?
13, I think.
I think they're right there with Simpsons. They're staying strong.
Oh, they got a big fan base. I think.
Yeah.
I'll watch their shit.
Well,
It's-
it's awesome themed drama.
They're hilarious,
Like, why not?
too.
well, and that's
They-
the thing. And that one guy, the guy that plays
Eccles
Dean,
guy, yeah.
Jensen Ackles or some shit.
Dean
Yeah.
Sam Chester.
Dean Sam Chester and Sam Dean Chester.
Oh, the Winchester brothers. Yeah.
Well, the Dean Chesters.
The Dean Chesters.
Well, and they got the guy that plays Negan, Jeffrey
John-
Dean Morgan. Is that his
Jeffrey
name?
Dean. Yep.
Who anything that guy is in, that's the thing that's like a
Yeah.
hard thing for me about The Walking Dead right now is I
that
fucking
guy.
love that guy.
Yeah.
Who don't?
He is the comedian in Watchmen.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's in and was my
He's a
favorite
badass.
Is it
comic.
P.S. I Love You?
Yeah.
Just throwing that out.
Dude, that's weird too because I just like walked past a display of seasons of TV and I'm just like that fucking guy's in it.
That's
Yeah.
really
Rad.
No shit, right?
So it almost made me want to like go back and then I'm like I gotta rewatch it because of how my brain works. I don't
Yeah.
know if I want to do 6 seasons right now. But no, going back to Stranger Things, I have I think it might have been because I just watched so many horror things at once, like a year ago, and that kind of trickled in. I'm just like, I like dark stuff. Let's stick with this.
Yeah.
But since I was in that, the story itself of Stranger Things didn't wow me. Because I was like, cool, we got a little bit of X-Men here. You know, we're seeing a combination of shit that I liked, which, I mean, I guess what I'm getting to is, like, all of that shit meant more because of the aesthetic. Like, they nailed, like you said, it threw you back to the 80s, and it's like the aesthetic just is so consistent. Like, they didn't just do a thing and make a reference. Like, they themed an entire show perfectly to where you have 8 episodes, which also great length.
It's like going back.
Yeah.
Great length
Yeah,
that
very
Netflix
fucking
is chopping shit
bingeable.
down.
Yeah.
And it's also, I don't know if it's true or not, but that show apparently got turned down. And this is just hearsay, I just read it somewhere. But it got turned down like a dozen times before it was made. But
Try pitching that fucking show, though.
right,
You
and Netflix had so much money that it was like we could do like
There's-
fucking 62. They did 62 shows last year.
Did they really?
That's what they were pumping because they have their
And as far as I'm concerned, Netflix original content, the shit that they make,
I
fucking
watch-
hands down the best shit
I watch
out.
everything
Dude.
they put out.
Everything.
Yeah, I mean,
all the Marvel shit,
documentaries,
all the
all of
Marvel
them.
shit is out of this
Great
fucking world.
documentaries.
Oh my god, their documentaries.
see, and
are
now
like,
they're $billion
No,
I'm,
way.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
What was the name
Did
of
you
that?
watch The Keepers?
Yes.
Oh, I went to private Catholic school.
Oh, you did?
Did.
Oh
you
my
know
No,
god.
it didn't go to one of those schools, but it was weird to think I could see
Did you go to that school? Oh my god!
is that why you're the way that you are?
Let's talk about this. No, but Netflix is knocking out of the
But
fucking
also,
park.
you know, I said aesthetic, but like soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The whole thing.
And the
is
thing I like
themed
about their soundtrack, to touch
perfectly.
on that for a fucking minute, is it's not all hits. Is you go, I mean, it is
Yeah, but it's
obviously
some
from,
that you're like,
from,
oh my
like, you remember
God.
this fucking song? Like, you're not going to hear this on, like, now the 80s, you know what I mean? Freaking
They don't
soundtrack that they
heavy-handed
sell.
either. They have a pretty nice ebb and flow to it, to where it's like
Yeah.
it's not shoving 80s hits at you. Like,
That's what I mean.
They made their own shit. And
It's
it
like if you turned on the
blends right
fucking
in.
radio in the 80s, because not every fucking song is going to be on Wow the 80s
Yeah.
soundtrack, you know?
Dick Clark's.
But the intros, like those heavy low, like those low synth resonating. You know, it's
Yeah.
like Tron. It's like
I love the intro music, too.
it's
like
awesome.
it's really simple and it's really fucking rad. But one of my favorite things is not just the fact that it's set in the 80s, is for me it pulls back
So
lots
Winona
of
Ryder
memories.
looks the
Fucking
same
Winona
as when
Ryder, dude.
she was in the 80s.
Yeah, man. I'm okay. I love that she's in the show.
She's great.
What? That's what I was gonna say. She's okay.
She's Winona though. That's
No,
who
no, no,
she is.
I-
She's
But
that
Winona
girl-
used to be the
she's that,
shit.
Like, yeah, but always.
Dude, I got
like
a
the-
defendable
remember
point as to
Beetlejuice?
why she's great.
Okay, I want to hear it.
All right, so when you take somebody, okay, I don't know why, I just thought of Gary Busey in my brain. 'Cause-
Someone say my name. Gary.
okay, but some people.
Every one of that guy's teeth is in business for itself. You seen that? He's like Steve Buscemi. We're fucking out of here.
Dude, but he. Oh yeah, if you hear nails, that's a dog. We got a dog on the show.
Our mascot, Zigzag.
Ziggy don't say much. But anyway, so there's certain people that can't turn off who they are. You
Yeah.
know, like if
No, fucking A.
if Papa Costanza shows up somewhere, I'm
Yep.
just like, no, you're George's dad. You can't talk normal.
Jerry Stiller is Jerry Stiller in everything.
Everything.
Fucking A.
So, and Winona
Same as like
Ryder,
Russell Brand.
I don't have like a huge backlog of what she was in and stuff. But I
Edward
know,
Scissorhands.
Girl,
Fucking
Well, no,
A.
I'm saying like
Mr.
to go-
Deeds.
like Edward Scissorhands. I remember.
She was in Mr. D. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she was.
Was she the chick?
What was her name?
Mermaids,
My
She
Little
was
Women.
the chick.
Or
Yeah.
what is that one called?
Little Women.
Little Women.
Little
Yeah.
Women. But anyways, all
The
I
Crucible.
Have you guys seen Yeah.
fuck man.
Oh, Heather's. That's a good one.
Heather.
You guys are like
Yeah.
IMDb collective force.
Fucking.
Yeah, I did, dude. Christian Slater, don't get on me about
No,
movies.
sorry.
Man. This is my fucking wheelhouse.
I only remember Edward Scissorhands, which she was great in
She
that
was great
because
in
it was a weird movie.
Well,
And so in this movie, in Stranger Things, in this show, like she just lost her son.
yeah.
You would break. She seems fucking broken, and
Yeah,
when you
for
see,
sure.
and here's the weird thing that like I had this epiphany watching this show. If you see someone that seems like they're acting bad, that's because you're looking for good acting. She's playing the role of a broken mother who's not going to act good.
Yeah.
You know, like she's not going to be a cohesive thought of trauma. she's going to be very like
Yeah.
sporadic and spiky. So
Sort of
like
part.
it's almost like you could be the worst actress ever, and it would mask
Better.
itself because of the theming of everything going on, because they platform that
But
shit great.
be honest. How long have you and Winona Ryder been fucking?
I didn't want it to come out like this, but
No,
I think
is
she's
you're
fine.
right
maybe
in a
episode
way, 'cause
2 when
the
my
things-
wife's not here.
is the main things is to think back to it, and the main things about Winona Ryder that I didn't like about it was in the beginning, where she's just a mom, and I'm like, I haven't seen her forever, and it was probably more me going over analyzing every little fucking thing that she did, because later on when
Well, it's because you're like, this
Will-
show's too fucking good. What's wrong with it?
well, and that's kind of true. Everybody else is fucking kicking the shit out of that show. The guy that plays the sheriff, holy fuck, he's fucking
dope.
great.
Oh,
all
yeah.
the kids, they're all fucking great. But then you got Winona Ryder, who is Winona fucking Ryder. You know what I mean? And she's not doing a bad job. She's just doing
Dude,
her.
she looks great for like 68.
Yeah, no shit.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
she's at least in early 90s. But no, but she looks she does look pretty fucking good. Though.
She looks like
She's been stealing all
almost
those
like
fucking
Edward Scissorhands.
all those age enhancing serums. Is that too much of a callback for the fucking shoplifting thing? Remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. She really stole the show.
Hey, guest number 2. What do you like the best about
That's
Stranger
guest
Things?
A.
Yeah.
Sorry.
About Stranger Things?
Yeah. What stood out? Like, what's the... Because I'm all about just the aesthetic. Like, that's so cool to me, how they did it. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing?
All of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to pin down. For me, one of the things that I know the most is that it makes me think of E.T. and
Hell yeah.
the
X-Files.
Goonies and all these movies that I watched when I was a kid that remind me of like the kid like heroes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Where like Elliot, right before they get molested by those fucking dude in hazmat suits and like they're out doing their shit, and the Goonies kicking ass. Oh yeah, Sean Astin's in that shit too in season 2. By the way, he's in the Goonies. Anyway,
Dude, the movie, like, I just need to burn through it because Goonie references come, and I've never been ready.
what do you mean?
You've never seen Goonies?
No, I've watched it, but not like I don't remember.
I don't
like,
have the fucking, there's a lot of people that pretend like that was one of the best movies ever made.
I just remember like the chubby mud people that were just like baby.
What?
Wasn't that a thing? The super ugly, fat mongoloid looking weird things.
No, we're thinking
There's
of two
only
different movies.
one, and
Is there
You're thinking of The
his
Hills
name
Have
is
Eyes.
Chunk.
Probably. See, that's what I'm saying, dude.
No, the
his
chick.
name's Slot.
Did you know that I don't think anybody else? Because I was talking about this chick the other day. That sexy bitch from Throw Mama on the Train.
Oh my god! I have
Throw
a neighbor.
Mama off the train. She's the mom of the bad guys in the Goonies.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about this.
Yeah. So that's who's the bad. I don't know. There's no mud people.
I don't know, dude. There's just
Yeah, no,
fucking
that's-
weird things in the Goonies. Maybe I'm thinking of a different show. I am thinking of a different show. It was in the drawer under the television in the kitchen. It was a
Indian in the
VHS.
cupboard.
No.
Oh, that's a great movie.
That's a good show.
I don't think I've ever seen it. We
Like
read
what?
the book. We read the book when I was in school. I don't know if
Never
I've ever
ending
seen it.
story time.
Fucking
We
never ending
watched The
story.
Indian
dude.
in the Cupboard.
Did we really?
Yeah, and you were like, I love this movie.
Yeah, and they actually
I
came
believe
with
it.
a toy, like the little cupboard, and you put the Indian in it.
Nothing but trouble.
And it
Something
never
with
came to
trouble
life
in the
and you got
title.
pissed. Did you
And
get
Yes.
a
weird
turn?
I
people.
got pissed.
Did
Big
you get
Trouble
a
in
turn?
Little China.
No,
Oh, because that's a fucking masterpiece.
I thought it was something with trouble.
Anyway, yeah,
Big Fish.
I'm trying too hard on this. Next.
yeah. So yeah, Stranger Things is the shit. You guys need to get
Okay, so into
Season
season 2,
two.
we're 3 episodes deep.
yeah.
4.
And that's one of my biggest complaints about season 2 would be that the shit doesn't really start rolling until about the middle. I don't know, and it reuses a lot of the same shit.
But it kind of has to, you know. You
No, and
this
that's
thing, everyone's wants it to be better than the first one, and like, is a sequel ever?
I feel
Yes.
like
When?
it's
Empire Strikes Back.
Well, okay, minus Star Wars, minus the greats.
Anyway, and season 2 definitely doesn't fucking take away from season 1 in any way.
No,
I just
yeah,
wish I would have seen a different way that they went down it rather than it being Will again. You know what I mean? It's like same kid, same this, same that.
But I like that they tied it into this so it felt like the same.
Yeah.
Like you could watch all of them in a row and be like, oh, the slug, and then boom, into
Yeah.
the next one. Here we go.
But I love the fact that you mentioned X-Men.
Right.
Because there is something like, and I'm not spoiling anything, I don't think. But there is a scene in there, and I'm sure you've seen X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
There's a scene in that movie, I mean, in Stranger Things, that is pretty much a fucking ripoff. In my opinion. Not a ripoff, but it's definitely very similar to the scene where fucking Professor Xavier's training Magneto to, like, with his powers. He's trying to get his powers
When he
better.
gets a boner,
He's like,
and
you
it gets
really
really
need to
awkward.
fucking dig down and blah, blah, blah. Think about all this shit with, like, the Nazis. I think it's a direct quote.
I remember that.
Think about those fucking Nazis and move metal. Dude.
I don't
move
know
this
if I can
fucking
do that,
fork.
Charles.
But no. And once if you haven't seen that yet, when you see it, you're going to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, every time I make a comparison, I'm like, that's unfair because pretty much all the shit I like came from something else.
Yeah.
So
well,
it's-
everything.
So it's like
came from
it's
something
the
else.
I like how it does throwbacks already in the beginning. I think pretty tastefully, like, you know, good blowjob kid got teeth, and then there's
Good blowjob kid. You know, the little cute star of the fucking
Cool,
show,
dude.
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like, he's over there thinking about getting his dick sucked by the fucking curly-headed chubster. Yeah, you're not the only one. Hey, holy fuck, really quick.
is that weird?
Let's look at Chunk. This is the guy that played Chunk.
Really?
Yeah. Say, what's his name? Jeff
Jeff
Cohen?
he looks like fucking Bane.
He looks like you.
Does look like you.
Yeah. But yeah, the Anne Ramsey was the name of the chick that I was trying to think of the other day when I was talking about the throw mama from the train.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because I can't believe that you guys haven't seen that movie. I mean, it's just, I don't know. You know, when you're a kid, and then there's movies, and there's ones that you own. And when I was a kid, when you
own one.
you own one, and you watch it all the fucking time, and so you kind of assume
Like
that
Five
everybody.
Goes West.
Oh, yeah, well,
Oh,
and I'm an
and-
American Tale,
and The Mask.
oh fuck, The Mask. I tried when my son was younger. I tried to have him watch The Mask. Fuck no. Have you seen it lately?
It's probably like a horror movie.
No, it's just dog shit. It's like the worst
Not
movie
good.
ever
It's like
made.
blue screen or whatever they call that shit. You know,
Yeah.
like you're like, really?
Well, everything
Like
about
that's it, huh?
everything about it. It's like Jim Carrey's worst fucking movie, in my opinion. I'd rather watch almost anything else than that movie. It bums me out too because I loved the shit out of that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Never rewatch movies.
No.
It ruins
All right, let me take you on a journey. It's
ready.
going to take a second, but the point, maybe you'll agree with it. So, do you know video games kind of, right? More than this guy?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so Blizzard. Do we know who
Yeah,
Blizzard
the
is?
World of Warcraft stuff
Right.
like that.
So Blizzard has this like fucking, I don't know what it is. I think they have an awesome marketing team and then just a lot of talent with all the video gamey stuff. And so anything they make is like a mega blockbuster success, right? Like Hearthstone, $20 million a month, like you know, crazy money going to Blizzard, and they only have like a handful of games. So there's this like if it's Blizzard, you know what level it's at, and it's weird because people assign that value to things really fucking fast now because you know like I think like maybe I don't know, never mind. I don't want to say that. Like, I just brain farted way hard. But anyway, so there's this like this huge.
It's disgusting.
Anyways, Stranger Things got that immediately. Like Blizzard
Yeah.
had to go through the shitty phases of like, oh, this is media in its shitty form, and only certain people know it because it's not everywhere. Now we have memes, GIFs, YouTube, Facebook, everything, rapid seconds, everything, everywhere. And if it's good, everybody sees it. So even if you don't fucking watch Netflix, you probably know what Stranger Things is because it was just a huge success.
Yeah.
And so walking into the sequel, how do you get rid of that? You know, like, so I think that while I'm watching it, I know that I'm like, oh, they make the best stuff in the world.
Shit, I love.
And so I'm watching it, assuming that maybe they have like an okay part, and I think it might veer us into like
That's true.
being like super critical. It's weird because
I know
how
what
do you
you're
get rid of
saying.
that
You
in the
walk in
modern
pumped
era?
up.
You're looking at it from
Yeah.
fucking up here, and
Yeah.
if they dip at all, then you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
But no, I thought like the theming was pretty good. I thought that one part that I'm watching right now makes me scared that it's going to turn into an episode of Degrassi where they start, like I saw you talking to him and not me. And
Yeah, no shit, right?
And so I'm worried about that, but I'm
Yeah.
also going to accept it because
They're
when
kids.
I was
Yeah.
4 years old, I wanted a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Totally.
So I get that too.
Is they definitely play too much into the older kids this time, I think. Is I do like the dynamic that they have where it is tying it in a bit and shit like that. But the older sister and Steve and their fucking drama and all that shit is like, okay, yeah, we get that that's a part of life, but okay. But yeah, it's easy to fucking critique. It's easy to sit back and go here, and I think about it and I'm like, it's still one of the best fucking things I've seen all year, and it's something that I'd way beyond my fucking skill level.
Seeing Walking In, I haven't seen the ending, so I just haven't decided. Like, if you ask me, like, do you think it's good or bad? I'll just be like, TBC. Or TBD.
And I'll
To
say
be
that
determined.
for sure. If anybody listened to this and if it swayed them in any way or the other, it's fucking for real. It's still one of the best things I've seen all year.
But whatever they
and
think
the
is
ending
wrong.
of it is fucking badass. Like everything about it, everything
can
you
you
want
verify that?
from Stranger Things, it's there. You get all the cool shit, you get all the cute shit, you get all the all the good feels, the sad shit. You get everything. It's like this. It's good. It's just. I feel like I kind of had to get drugged through some shit first in order to get there.
It's like life, man. It's just
Fucking
like,
A,
it's
bro.
like a life
like
now.
life.
Well, and that's how it
Stranger
should be,
Things,
and
bro.
that's me. Is I get spoiled because you look at these fucking shows, and it's like it's supposed to be a reflection of somebody else's life.
Well, and
You know
we
what I mean?
learned so
Sure.
much about the people in it the first season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had to fall in love with 11 and think Mike was just so cute, and you had to fall in love, so you had to learn about these people. Now we already know about them, so they had to fill up that time that we spent learning in the first
Which
one
that's a big
with other stuff.
That's a big podium to fill, or
Yeah.
whatever. It's like they raised this up and they built these characters, and so it's like, okay, now we know who they are. Mm-hmm. Now what?
Now entertain
And that
us
shit,
with their lives.
that
on the
shit
days-
is wild that they were able to good blowjob kids teeth jokes. I'm like that's extra funny because I super get it, because
I love that kid.
he's my buddy now, so I get his jokes.
He's my favorite
What is
guy
his
in the
name
whole
in
fucking
that?
show. That's what's fucked up is that I was just thinking about it. I was like, does it make me racist that I don't know the black kid's name and I don't know the chubby fucking toothless dude's name?
I know 11's
Stop
name,
calling him chubby. He's not chubby.
Yeah, I only know 11.
which also
I'm
speaking
so
of
bad
like
at names though.
I know Mike just because she says it all the time.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Will.
Mike. Will.
The other
Yeah.
two.
Will. But yeah, no, it's a fucking.
But,
badass
and
show.
11 had like the biggest shoes to fill too because she was like,
Yeah.
she was coming in the fucking
She
shadow
killed
of
it.
X-Men. Like actually, like
No,
people had
literally.
seen shit like that all the time
Yeah.
for the past couple decades. So and we're all just like, all right, is she gonna be cool or what?
See, and the
and
thing
then
is,
she had me at Egos. I'm like, we have this.
yeah.
If all else fails, we have,
We have this, yeah. No, it's a fucking super cute thing that they do. That make her to humanize her in that way. You know what I mean? Where she has like that shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
Damn. The video game also
Dustin
has
is,
Dustin.
is the kid's name, and Lucas. Why couldn't I remember Lucas's name?
Wait, which one? Who's who?
Dustin
Lucas is
Curly,
is the black kid.
Okay. So the Stranger Things, I downloaded the game on my phone. I only played it for a
it's a game.
second, but you play as homeboy sheriff guy. I don't remember any of those names. I just remember
Officer
things.
Hopper.
Hopper.
Is that what his name is?
That's
Yeah,
like
he's dope. He's like a hero, like the unsung alcoholic. Like,
And that's
you know what I
Chief.
mean? Like,
And he's
Chief?
been
Oh,
through some
super.
rough shit.
Okay.
Okay, there's-
Didn't
through
spend
it,
6 years in
right?
chief school to be called officer.
bam.
I like the part where there's a tripwire in front of the new home.
Yeah.
Take her to her new home, and he's like, "Here's this tripwire. You can feel safe because if it goes boom, we know something's up." And she's just like, "Nice fucking try.
Yeah.
You're not locking me in this place.
Yeah.
I get it." I just have to step over it.
I like the thing where it's like all of that shit, and she's like, "You remember that I can move shit with my fucking mind?" Like that's kind
Her
of my
eyebrow
thing.
like flickers a little bit, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Yeah, I'll check on you later."
Yeah.
Love you.
Has anybody seen anything else that's like fucking standing out a lot?
Carissa, talk about your documentaries for a minute, because you have been like burning through Netflix original documentaries.
What was the last one?
What was the one about the dicks? Have you guys seen that one?
Uh-uh.
Holy shit, that killed me.
dicks?
They made it look like it was shot. It almost looked like they did Making a
Oh
Murderer.
yeah, we started that.
Oh, I fucking
They
killed
were-
The
me.
kid that drew
Yeah.
the dicks on
Yeah,
the car?
Do you know what we're talking about?
No.
Okay, so it's called,
Go on.
it's called
Best satire ever.
it's called American
Horribly
Vandal.
wonderful.
Okay,
Yeah.
and did you hear the podcast like Serial?
Ooh, that's
You hear
a
that
good
when it was
podcast.
looping around?
No.
It was
You like
mainly
murder
just
stuff.
investigative journalism into like a murder that, I mean, I don't even think they fucking answer it after you listen to the whole thing. But it's like you just get to hear all these interesting details and you're like, oh shit, he did what? And they have like audio recordings and all this little stuff. And so they build this case and you're so into it and you're just like, I don't know who did it. Because you add so many of these details and audio recordings in this way, and your
can't.
investigative journalism has me through a loop. And what they do with American Vandal is they do a whole spoof on that whole process
Oh, God, it's so
about
funny.
a kid in high school going out and drawing dicks on all the cars. And they're like, this is over $100,000 in damage.
Yeah.
This is 49 cars are affected.
It's like the first time I've ever heard somebody like with a serious face and in a serious manner refer to dick hairs.
Yeah.
Hey,
You can tell I didn't draw this dick. Look at the head of the penis. Look at the balls.
I draw one dick hair. There's 3 on this one.
Listen.
Not the way I thought things were gonna go. I was gonna graduate high school, get my degree in like engineering. I know I didn't do it.
It is a shocking scene for Hanover High teachers
that's
today.
good.
The vandal spray painted obscene images on 27 cars.
Oh my god.
I'll never
Dicks.
penises. Everyone thinks I did it. Everyone.
Everybody.
Definitely did it.
Of course he did it.
I mean, he's kind of a bad boy.
For
sure.
I think he did it.
Another did.
Another day, another day.
I spoke to expel Dylan Maxwell for vandalizing the vehicles.
My name is Peter Maldonado, and I believe there are legitimate arguments for Dylan's innocence.
It is fucking hilarious. Like you, no ball.
Okay, how much did you guys watch though?
I watched the entire
Yeah.
thing.
You guys watched the whole thing.
this is
Because
a
one
real
thing that I
documentary,
did
is
was
it?
like,
No, it's a spoof.
Okay, because
I watched-
that guy looks like an actor I know.
Oh no, there's a couple of them.
Yeah, okay.
But
how
no,
many actors
it's
do you know?
worth
Dude, I
it.
didn't know you were so cool.
Yeah, I know like 3 actors.
I know like 3 actors. Matt Damon, of course.
I've done a podcast with him once.
Yeah.
With Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad we lost that one. It's just nobody knows. Because I thought with that show I was going to watch one episode, and I'm like, this is the same joke for like however many episodes there are.
Oh, see, it does switch up though.
Oh, it does.
And it does get a little. It gets better. Like it's. I have this
Can
weird
you give
fucking
me a
thing,
vague
especially
how?
like
Just how do you change that joke?
because it gets they dive it. It's like they gotta get super fucking deep, right?
Yeah.
And so like
It's a
no, this is a
murder
fucking
investigation.
conspiracy. And it's just because, like, in
damn.
Making a Murderer, you know what I mean? Which, like, didn't it come out later that the guy fucking did it? Like, they fucking found out for sure.
I guess
there
that
was
is
stuff
the
that
way better
people
reference.
didn't cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there? It's like
The reporter
is
people
the,
are-
the show itself was shot in a way to make the viewer believe that this person didn't fucking do it. So you have this shit, and there was some serious fucking fucked up shit
Shitty
that the,
people in a
that the
shitty
cops
little
and
town,
stuff
yeah.
in that town were
Dude,
doing.
it's amazing how in shows like that too, they'll do the thing that shows like that do and repeat information constantly.
Yeah.
But then for like I think it was like the 123rd time, I was like, huh. I mean, did he?
Yeah. No shit.
Like I'm looking at the same scene and I'm just like, I mean, I never thought about it like that. What if he had the keys?
What if he did draw the dicks? But no, it's they take it like, and they get the kind of ridiculous with it, and they take it to this whole nother level. Like, I honestly think that you should watch it.
I think that Making a Murderer is a way better reference to give than the Serial podcast. Because
is the Serial podcast the same thing?
I think Making a Murderer, in a way, came from Serial. Because,
isn't it? I thought it was the same case.
It was
because there was something that was before Making a Murderer that was like Serial, that was like the same fucking thing.
Yeah, Serial was some high school kids, and it was kind of unsolved from however long ago. And
It was just another cold case.
Yeah, it was a cold case, but it's like, it's weird because it was on the, well, it's not weird, it's on the top of podcast listings for a long while. You know, it was really, I mean, if you listen to audio, then you at least heard about it in the way that we talk about Netflix now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the dumbest. Yeah. Listen to audio.
Listen to audio, that's what I usually do. But I don't watch it.
Who's counting?
But
so we all like Stranger Things.
Yeah, well,
anybody ever watch Hemlock Grove?
I watched the first episode.
That was another Netflix original. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was an original.
Yeah.
No, well, it's got the kid from It, right?
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård, who plays Pennywise.
Is he related to like Alexander Skarsgård and all those guys?
Probably.
Yeah. Is that who you know?
That's who I know, man.
That's sick.
But that's a good show.
No, I couldn't get into it, but I really didn't give it a chance, to be completely honest.
There's a lot of shows that I didn't give a chance in that category, because there was, I mean, you know, it was like, I tried a few of them out. There was Hemlock Grove, and then there was that little subgenre that popped up. What were the other shows?
Oh, well, you guys seen Penny Dreadful?
Penny Dreadful.
We tried that one too.
I loved that show. Except for
that's
like
the
old
last
school last part of the second
Frankenstein
season.
and all those Shelley stories.
Yeah. Well,
what was Frankenstein's monster in that?
Yeah. In not in Hemlock Grove.
They moved
on to Penny Dreadful. Yeah.
Who was Frankenstein's monster in it? Oh, fucking duh! It was like a huge part of it. Yeah, fucking Dr. Frankenstein was in there. They brought back a bunch of fucking god.
Show.
Sorry, I'm sorry. No, I liked that one. So, out of all of media or anything, what would you say is your favorite fandom?
It's shifted into like a weird, like, I really do just, my favorite thing right now is just like design, just like aesthetics in stuff. And so like the visual design of whatever, generally super nerdy stuff. So, like classic nerdy, I guess, like video games, fantasy, science fiction. So I know video games the best.
Okay.
So I know, yeah, I guess it would be video games, because that's been the biggest thing forever, and so I can talk that shit. Like, you know, I'm sure maybe you guys can talk movies or
Mario, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's easier for me to remember their names because there's a lot of colorful imagery and repeating their names, and for me to remember whoever any of you guys have mentioned so far, I don't know.
So what's your favorite video game?
Whoa.
No, that's kind of bullshit. No, that's like asking somebody who their favorite band.
No, it's I've thought about
it. Yeah, no shit.
No, Pokemon Gold.
Pokemon Gold?
Yeah.
And what system is that
on? Game Boy Color.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think my buddy Tell played the shit out of that game.
Really good. Because so it took what Pokemon did and then it made it twice as good. Actually, just with twice as much shit, twice as much graphical fidelity, twice as many Pokemon. It just doubled something great.
Yeah.
And then now they just like kept doing that forever. But the timing, you know, I was super susceptible 8-year-old, 9-year-old, you know, like right in the core of when games were figuring themselves out into a new generation. Yeah, it's great.
I think we can all agree that GoldenEye is the best game ever made.
GoldenEye's the shit.
Nope.
That's not my favorite video game, but it is the shit.
Have you ever played GoldenEye?
I've talked a lot about this game.
Do you even GoldenEye, bro?
I didn't have a 64,
you got a
so I
gun,
barely
bitch?
played it. I played
I know
Crash
we're gonna
Bandicoot.
spawn, motherfucker. Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, that just had a resurgence.
Yeah,
for better or worse.
What's your favorite video game, Carissa?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Diablo.
I would have to say Diablo 2.
Which one? Diablo 2?
Diablo 2.
Expansion set?
Oh, yeah. Diablo 2 or...
Necromancer?
Necromancer is the shit. Barbarian.
Diablo 2?
Mm-hmm. I bet.
Keep going.
This might not be picking you guys up
or
from back
Zelda.
There. Zelda?
Link to the Past.
Okay. I only ever played one Zelda game, and that was on the original Game Boy. and it was pretty fun.
Zelda on Super Nintendo.
Yeah. So is GoldenEye your favorite game, Mitch?
No.
What's your favorite game?
I don't know.
Dance
I'm
Revolution.
I'm a big Diablo fan too. I like first-person shooter games too.
Yeah.
But which ones?
He kept it general on purpose.
One of the funnest ones was Battlefield Special Forces.
When did that one come out? Like after 1942 era?
Yeah, after 1942.
Yeah.
That game is fun as shit too, flying airplanes and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
See, and I totally forgot what I was going to say.
John Madden, Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I remember playing that with my cousins. That was a fun one. We'd play that one in their den. They had a den, and we'd stay up like super fucking late when I was young, and we'd play Madden and stuff like that.
Oh,
I sucked at it, but it was fun.
No, I won every time because I did the fake punt every time.
I always hit my
fake punt every time.
Every time I make touchdown.
If Tony or Adam was sitting next to me, one of those guys was getting a sore arm because I sucked so bad, and I'd hit people and get so frustrated. That's why I don't play video games. I just get so fucking
My favorite
frustrated.
sports game was Tech Mobile, but if I can, sorry, I took.
What's your favorite computer or video game, Cory?
My favorite video game, without a doubt, is Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, without a doubt. And then my second favorite is Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I'm for sure Star Wars is my fucking thing.
Seeing, like, you guys were talking about, like, super old games. You're like, GoldenEye's the shit. I listen to critics and people and just everybody talk about the same things for so many fucking years because there's, like, they don't move on. It's the same games forever, and that's, like, and that's fine. It's part of what it is, but that's why I shifted into, like, the design appreciation because, like, breaking the game down mechanically, they're crude games that were used in, like, they're not crude, they're basic, and that's why they were cool is what they did with the basic scope of it. They were able to do so many different things.
Yeah.
But I've had that conversation so many times that I'm like, kind of just that's not my cup of tea to talk about that anymore. So I'm like, but one thing you can't get rid of is Zelda, like, merch and Zelda everything. Yeah. The fucking aesthetic of Nintendo. I mean, like...
It's such it's so weird that it's ingrained in culture all over the fucking world. Not that it shouldn't be. It's just like there's Nintendo especially.
It's potent.
It is such a huge fucking influence on.
See, my thing right now is Blizzard and their success after so many years. What they did with Overwatch. Like, I feel like Overwatch is one of the most complete experiences because of their appreciation simply for design.
Yeah,
like that's what made it because they're making a shooter game that you need to win. Against
it's interesting to hear you talk about the design stuff, but that you're kind of sick of talking about GoldenEye because I remember life before GoldenEye. I remember what video games fucking looked like.
There was no life before GoldenEye.
Well, I mean, like shit.
I played black and white.
It was called fucking chess. No, it's like I remember I was in Fred Meyer's in Albany, and you remember, I don't know if they still have it. I'm sure they do, where they'll have displays set up for people to play and look at video games and shit like that. Mm-hmm. It's back in when I was a kid, like they'd have them and you'd sit there and if you were a little shit and like your parents don't give a fuck about you, those kids would stay there all day long. I'd wait for the few minutes that I would have in a store while my dad's going to get his one fucking thing and then we're going to leave and hope to play. And I played it one fucking time. And like that was the store we always went to. I just remember being blown away. And I'm a hick. I'm like from the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, you were like,
there was no store.
There
was no store in the town that I grew up in. You know what I mean? We had to go to Albany to shop. But
So you were way ahead of the trend back then. You were like, Nintendo, on! Like, you're just... Xbox joke.
No, fuck.
Sorry.
I don't get that reference. Now I'm bummed out.
Nintendo.
But no, I remember seeing GoldenEye and just being blown the fuck away. Just being like, holy shit! You know what I mean? You're looking at it from that. I'm so...
That was really early in the Nintendo 64 cycle, right? So that's when 3D happened.
It was the second one that I saw on the console because like I said, at that Fred Meyer's, I would always go there. And the first one I saw was this Mario game where it was 3D. Yeah. Maybe like a Mario World or some shit. And I was out of this fucking world. I was like, this is fucking insane. How do they do this?
Oh, Super Mario 64.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, but that was the beginning of 3D. I remember getting my shit blown away by like Lara Croft. I was like, no, fucking
Tomb Raider was the
Yeah.
Oddworld.
Cool,
Yeah,
man.
I remember that.
Munches.
Back then, Fred
Odyssey.
Meyer just like
Totally.
Yeah.
You know what they do now?
For hours.
I worked
Yeah.
at Fred Meyer. You know what they do now?
What?
Those
Aren't they out of
controllers
business?
don't work. They have the display, and it's like, oh shit, video games, and
Get the fuck outta
it's
here.
like the dad to the 2-year-old. You know, like here, pretend you're playing. It's like they do that shit.
No, that's a dick move, dude.
Yeah.
You should be able to test games. Well, I think you probably can for most games, huh? You
Um,
probably
but-
download a demo or do something like that.
PC Master Race. No, yeah, there's demos on consoles. That's everywhere now. You're right.
Yeah, because like that should be something. Because some of them are fucking expensive when you go to buy them when they're brand new. You know, I mean, that's me. That's why like my son has a PlayStation 4, but I'm still rocking the PlayStation 3 out here because I don't play video games to justify buying new fucking consoles all the time.
No shit.
You know, but that's weird to say because we have a PlayStation out here, we have a PlayStation in our bedroom, and Ashton has a PlayStation 4.
I think that now with the internet being what it is, you should know what game you want before you get it.
Yeah.
And what I liked before, I think a little bit was like the collectability aspect. If I had $20, it was a hunt. I was hunting for something that I could take home and add to my collection.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's so much a thing now because it's so much money and we make so much less.
Yeah.
Because back then I made a shitload of money, dude. It was all profit, no work.
Yeah.
I just got like allowance or something.
Oh, I didn't get that. But that sounds great.
I got hugs too. Did you?
What the fuck? I didn't think hugs were invented until like 2 years ago.
She always said, "Quit it. It's too hot." So, what's your favorite theme, Kristine? It doesn't have to be a video game.
What's your favorite video game?
I don't play to watch.
No, you
Because
have
I
a
don't-
favorite video game.
I do. I love Onimusha Warlord.
Onimusha Warlord.
Like the original, like way back.
Samanosuke.
You trade stuff. You got to think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got to figure it out, and you're just like a hoarder. I don't know where you put everything, but
Is that the
you
first
just-
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna travel through and collect souls and.
Yeah, you sucked them in, and then like that was like back when basic weapon upgrades felt fucking life changing.
Yeah.
So you would go from like, what was it? You just gathered different ones. So there was like a tornado weapon, right? You could
Also,
just like
yeah,
push triangle
fire.
and spin it, and then there was a fire one. Yeah, it's like it's almost like Zelda-esque, and just like attributes like that. I like that shit. Classic. Just
Yeah.
that's why I like Pokemon so much.
Roller Coaster
Basic.
Tycoon.
But
Roller
I really want to watch someone play The Evil Within,
Oh yeah, we bought that game.
and I can't play it because I don't have that dexterity.
and
I
it's
can't
a
look
game.
and move. I gotta move, look. It's horrible.
I guess that genre is kind of for a seasoned gamer unless you're willing to put in the time.
Yeah. And that's where
Yeah.
that's where I get lost because like Knights of the Old Republic and stuff like that, you can almost cheat at it in a way. No, it's cool, man. You can vape, bro. Vape. Vape.
Nobody can see my tags.
But fucking dick.
Wow.
But I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking
That
about.
shit gets you fucked up. It's called Coral Reef, and it tastes like cereal.
Okay.
Why would you
What
want to
kind of-
smoke something that tastes like cereal?
If you're gonna taste anything, why wouldn't you make it taste like
Smokes to
weed or
smoke,
something?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's me. It's
Or
like-
even like cigars or cigarettes or something that's smokable. You would think of like hookah.
Hookah's gross. I played at the hookah lounge. I fucking I was stuffed up for like 3 days afterwards.
What about like 5:30
something
under
from the
boob?
shared
That sounds
hookah.
like a good flavor.
What'd you say?
Just 5:30 p.m. under boob. That's a good flavor, right?
Hoofed up.
That's a cologne.
That's all that
5:30 under boob.
Kevin Klein.
Yeah. John Candy. All right, we're gonna take a break. Real quick. That was fucking horrible.
That was a brief intermission while we taught Cory how to become a vape lord.
Yeah, I want to try it one more time on.
Now you know.
Yeah, no.
Now you know what you're in for.
Because see, I held it down.
Yeah.
And
But
then I
before,
started.
and you were like, it's fired up.
Ugh,
Yeah.
it tastes like ass.
It will still.
There you go.
Hold it. Hold it. Yeah, Vape Nation.
So, not a replacement for smoking cigarettes, right?
Fuck, that's gnarly.
Right, cigarettes are like, buddy.
But with these, I can smoke and jog.
See? There you go. You smoke and
just-
jog, and when Bender Rodriguez is ready for a blowjob, he's coming in.
Yeah.
Tastes good though. Doesn't taste bad. Fuck that.
Cereal,
My
did it
body
remind you of
feels
cereal?
weird.
Did you get a nicotine buzz?
Oh, maybe, yeah. No, fucking duh. Yeah, there's
Did you
nicotine.
really high
That's why
nicotine
people
in
do
yours?
it.
Well, and you can adjust the how
you
much
can
is
get-
in there.
I hope I get
Well, you
sick.
just buy like it's
I
like
get some
0.36 to 24.
I'll cancel it out. Was that too much?
Oh shit!
But
Dude, you guys like Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke? Because there's a part of that I just love. There's a beginning when he
love, yeah.
hands him that.
But this
like,
is the
that
second time
joint.
he's referenced Cheech and Chong over here. So
Yeah.
he's
I did
not today, but last time you were.
last time.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You're 2 for 2.
Oh, I told you about how I pissed on the couch. Yeah, that was the Cheech and Chong story. I remember now. But no, it's like they have this like he has this Chong's got this like giant joint, and he's just like nah, man, I smoke anything, I smoke all day, you know. And then he hands it to him, and he starts like, oh shit, man, that's some crazy shit, man. I never smoked no
when
boy
they're
like
in the
that in
car.
my life, man. I'm freaking out, man.
Yeah. Oh, they're fucking.
I
funny.
love that part.
What's your favorite Cheech Marin movie?
That one because I've seen it.
Do you have a Cheech Marin? Do you know what Cheech Marin is, Mitch? What's your favorite movie that he's in?
Is he the Asian one?
Yeah, he's very Hispanic.
He's
Who's
the
the one
Asian
that's
with the mustache.
Asian. No, he's not Asian, bro.
No, I'm thinking
Cheech
Chong.
and Chong.
Chong's not Asian either. He's a fucking white guy.
Chong's on
Tommy
that
Chong.
70s show.
Yeah, I like Chong.
Tommy Chong.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess Up in Smoke. That one's funny.
Mine, without a doubt, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Hey, pussy lovers! I fucking love that guy in that.
Hey, so I've been wondering. I mean, you hung out with them. I'll just ask you. I'm sure they came up at work. What impressions can he do? Can he nail? I heard you do a good.
Christopher Walken.
My favorite is Michael McDonald.
My favorite is Kenny Rogers.
Oh, and Kenny Rogers.
No, I don't do Kenny Rogers.
You do
I do
Will
Will
or-
Sasso.
yeah,
You do Mad TV, Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Which is
Can I
great.
hear that one?
Huh?
Can I hear that one?
Can you hear that one? Yeah, what do you want me to talk about?
Pussy.
Well, it don't matter what you want me to talk about. You don't talk about what I want in my head. Okay? Anyway, grab a drink of water, D-loop. Yeah.
We're doing a gallon challenge.
Michael McDonald. He's,
You will know Michael McDonald when he says,
Just start singing any song.
What a fool believes.
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline. Yeah, but that's Michael McDonald.
Hey, can you do like the Star Wars theme, just like in that tone?
I could do it as Randy Newman.
Oh, do it.
No, this isn't an impersonation show. This would be weird.
Have you watched the Star Wars gangster rap video?
No,
Oh, it's the best.
Oh,
I don't like rap.
Like epic rap battles.
No, it's just like they do a Star Wars song and it's a cartoon and they're rapping. It's funny.
That's it.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really catchy.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like the little puppets with Harry Potter, and they're like Dumbledore.
Yeah.
What?
What is it? Snape, Severus.
Is this a different?
Dumbledore?
So this wasn't in Harry Potter. Because I'm like,
No.
I do not fucking remember. Like, is there one? I missed
remember
an
the
entire
tree
movie.
kicked the shit out of the car, and then they started playing with finger puppets.
Dumbledore. Snape. No, I don't remember that.
Professor Flitwick came out that day. It was like all in the same scene.
My favorite thing. Are you a Harry Potter fan?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking
Same
badass.
time as Pokemon, man. That shit was just what we grew. That was in elementary school.
I never got into Harry Potter.
Really?
Yeah.
I
mean, generally, you're not a man of
I
taste.
had to watch all the movies, like straight, and at the end of it, I'm like, I don't get it.
Then you were gay.
I don't get it.
I still don't get it.
I don't get it. Where'd Han Solo go?
There's certain books that are so big that I'm part of that thing that's just like, it's not the movie.
What do you mean?
Like, if you haven't read Harry Potter, then you're not, like... You
Get
can,
the
like,
fuck
you
out
can
of
be
here with
into
that
the
shit.
movies,
The
but...
book to movie, you can't do that.
Yeah, I hate that
You
shit. Those are
cannot
two
do
different
that.
mediums. I mean, you can't...
That's
But it's
vampire-
not, because it's like
Interview
Lord of
with
the
a
Rings,
Vampire.
you can't...
Yeah, no shit. That's comparing
That's what you're doing now.
Interview
What?
with a Vampire to the book. And
Have you
Rice
read
Days.
Interview with a
and
Vampire?
the book
The Vampire
floors
Lestat.
the movie.
Oh, you can't do that to movies.
That movie-
Movies can only be movies.
that
Your
movie did
mind
well.
is a book.
One
Your
of
mind
my
is
one of
crazy.
my favorite.
Well, I just personally thought Tolkien was cooler than Jackson. All right, Tolkien's cooler than Jackson, so there's
They're
something
both
to
cool.
Tolkien, like as
Whatever.
Peter
After
Jackson?
the Hobbit trilogy, fuck that guy. I believed in a trilogy. I was one of the only people that's like, yeah, 3 movies on a 300-page book, and then he's like, what did he do to me?
What do you mean? The fucking Hobbit trilogy was read.
Yeah, except for the third movie where Bilbo's asleep the entire time anything in that movie happens. There's no giant war. It's like he skips that part because it's fucking war and it's dumb. And he talks about all the fun shit, like going to Beorn's house and just
Like a huge
sneaking
part
into
of the
dwarves.
book.
Just, I don't know, it's more flavorful. It's like that the books are hoppy.
didn't read
and
those
they can be.
books.
Well, you gotta also think about transferring that to a fucking movie. What do people want to watch?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I understand if you're like, because I've read The Hobbit, and I understand if you have certain things that you're like, well, this is how this goes. Is that's not fucking gonna play well on TV.
But don't you guys
entire
think that on
trilogy.
things that are big, as big as Harry Potter, those movies come off a little disjointed? Like they're a little jumpy. They're trying to cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, definitely. That,
You know,
especially with
and
Harry
that's-
Potter, it's like I've never read any of the books, but you could tell they're trying to cram a fuckload of information into you know.
I mean, I
an hour
guess
and a
it's those ones specifically. I don't mean to write because like Interview with the Vampire is both good in both, I think, and then there's Lord of the Rings was good in both. I
Well,
mean, I saw. The
have you
movies
ever read
first.
Watchmen?
I don't
Alan
know.
Moore.
I don't think so.
Okay,
But no, that's a great movie.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, that's a
Did
great
you know that
movie.
the ending of that movie is almost completely? Well, it's not completely different, but it's very fucking different.
Yeah?
It's different enough.
He's wearing a white shirt instead of a blue one.
No.
It's in
No, it's
unreal.
like it's not fucking Dr. Manhattan that everybody blames for
Is he the one with
the
the big
shit.
dick?
Yeah,
Big
he's the one
everything?
with a dick. You know, I don't think they show anybody else's dick, do they? Maybe Night Owls while he's slamming fucking Silk Spectre and the fucking flying
That's a
owl
great
thing.
movie.
No, it's fucking amazing. But
He
no,
makes me want to watch it again.
honestly,
It's
Watchmen
a really
is
good movie.
is
Like even a
super
bunch of
good.
years later, you're like, that's a good movie.
Watchmen is one of my favorite graphic novels, if not my favorite graphic novel that I've ever fucking read. It's very
Isn't there 8 of them?
Well, I have one graphic
Issues?
novel that has the entire
The trade
fucking thing.
Is that-
I think there's 8 of them.
Anyway,
Oh, in the trade paperback?
it's kind of can be difficult for me to read. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to follow sometimes because there's several storylines going on at the same time, and the ending of it is completely fucking different than in the movie.
Yeah.
And it never fucking upset me, not at all. Like it's like one of those things. Like it's not even the fucking same. But I was like, I'm glad that they did it this way because it would have been fucking possible. to
I'm
fucking-
developing
And now
that,
you're
but I
back
do
to
think
Jeffrey
I don't
Dean
know,
Morgan.
man. Yeah.
Michael Dean Morgan Dean.
All right, I retract, but I will say that Harry Potter movies to me have never been good.
Well, I think it's.
I even had I watched Chamber of Secrets the fuck out because I got it for Christmas. I just remember sitting in my room just watching. You know, I got new clinker toy. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I had that movie playing all the time. So I even I had some time with them, and that's the case where I don't know. The movies just didn't work for me because they were just it felt like it came from a book. You know, it felt like they were like, oh shit, now we're
and they
at
never
this part.
delivered on what
And this part.
obviously the fucking message was, and that was it's okay to mouth fuck your redheaded best friend, and it's okay to get a little gay in a flying car.
Yeah.
You know, Merry Christmas. You're a lizard, Barry. What are you guys stoked for the new Star Wars coming out?
Yeah, I'm learning to like Star Wars more.
Learn
I already,
Logan. Yeah.
yeah,
No, for real.
Because I didn't have everybody has I feel like these are just my feelings.
Yeah, we're not
okay. Sorry, I get everything's therapy. No, I with Star Wars it was just there for so many people. You know, it's just like my dad loves Star Wars.
Yeah, no,
he
fucking
grew
right.
up with it. And I was, like Doug, he's perfect age for Star Wars. You know, friggin' homeboy Doug doing whatever with Star Wars. He's the perfect age for it. And I'm like, that shit would make sense. Did not exist.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, I middle school, high school. People are like, yeah, I kind of like Star Wars. I'm like, Yeah, I mean, it's just another like the Goonies and stuff that people
It's
reference.
just been in your life your whole life.
It did not exist. It was not on my radar, and
That's
so
crazy.
walking
Something
into
that
it,
big to me is crazy.
See, and I'm walking in at I know that Disney owns a sixth of media, and half of that sixth is Star Wars now.
Okay.
And it's like walking in, there's so much. I'm overburdened with shit. It's like,
It's hard to be a new fandom
Yeah.
these days.
Are the movies dope as fuck?
binging.
Yeah. Do I get it? Yeah, I get all about it. I love the theming. I love the idea of the Force. I think it's deeply philosophical, even. It harkens to... What? Even. But I just... Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah. Did you watch episode 7?
Yeah.
So have you seen all of them?
Yeah.
So everybody here's seen all of them,
we
right?
saw Rogue One.
Including prequels and all that?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you guys think of episode 7? Mitch, you go first.
Okay, so I fell asleep.
That's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
He actually fucking fell asleep.
Did you fall asleep because you had worked so hard and you were just so tired, or
it was so
because you
mentally
were so
stimulating
bored?
you just had to shut off?
No, it's because 10 o'clock showing. I was long day at work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
I nodded
half
off at
hour
Wonder Woman,
masterration
and that's the
after
thing.
this that I got to get
So the
into.
next thing I woke up and there's Mark Hamill. I'm like, oh.
Mark
telling you to leave.
Movie's over. Movie's over.
Movie's fucking over.
You
Give me
fucked
my
up.
lightsaber.
You
fucking
fucked
go
up.
home. You fucked up. So
it was a great movie.
You saw it eventually, though. Oh, really? You never actually?
I mean,
Get the fuck out of here!
It's different cultures, different strokes,
yeah, I
for
fucked
different
up.
folks.
I didn't rewatch it.
Well, you definitely gotta watch
Rogue
it.
One was good.
Oh yeah, Rogue One's the shit.
So I'll make sure to rewatch it before the
Yeah.
next one comes out for sure.
Oh yeah, we'll watch it here.
I like Rogue One because for anybody that didn't watch it, they changed everything on leading up to the next one, so the Death Star didn't even happen. That's
Yeah,
the
there's no
coolest
Death
part.
Star.
So I did not see that
It
coming.
created a time split, and there's they're going in a completely different direction.
Like
Star
Back to
Wars.
the Future.
Star Wars reboot.
They just went back to they went back to where Jar Jar was from, right? And they just swam around.
Naboo.
Yeah.
I hated those.
They just swam around and stuff.
I liked them for what they
I
were.
like this part.
Boss
him.
Nass. He's the man. No, I like the prequels for what they are. I'm learning through being a Star Wars fan. From it's one of my first memories of watching a movie was a Star Wars movie.
It hurt my fucking head. I broke my neck.
Doing the Boss Nass impression.
That's why he's such a great leader.
Is people listen
Dedication.
when he rattles those jowls, bro.
And they know he has a headache from hell.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
Every
He'll
time.
do it every time. He'll end every freaking
He's like,
lecture
give me
that
2
way.
Advil.
And then he does it. But no, I grew up as a Star Wars fan in a certain way. I was kind of like a jock type of guy in a way. I didn't do lots of sports, but I wasn't a geek, I guess. So most of my fandoms that I had, I kind of kept under wraps. I was a closet.
Dude, wait, so
case.
you're a fucking cool guy that likes Star Wars? Shut up.
Well, I think we can all agree I'm the coolest motherfucker in this room. As far as the state.
I don't know. She puts out,
And you think-
For me.
yeah, dude, this
No, I'm stoked for the new one. I like that they haven't said shit about it. But I don't look for it either. And I've unliked tons of people on Facebook, tons of different Star Wars sites.
I think it's gonna be like Tron, the new one, where he goes, into Tron world, and then he hangs out with his dad in a secret fort because we got homeboy Hamill hanging out on an island
for sure,
and they're just gonna go hang out,
There's
and there's gonna be
Jeff Bridges.
there's some crazy shit out there.
Yeah,
and Jeff Bridges is gonna be like,
well, hey man, but he's gonna be Lebowski. He's like, who the fuck are you, man? The Force is what you make it, bro. No. But they're gonna be fun. They're gonna be good. You guys sound like you're running out of steam.
no, I'm thinking about them. I was trying to just let Mitch splooge about Star Wars a little more, but no.
Splooge?
That's what I mean.
There's ladies in the room.
Hello.
It's a popular verb now. It's 2017.
Is it?
Fuck me, it is.
No, but in the movie, I really like Kylo Ren. like a lot because
Yeah.
I feel like they did what I wanted Vader to be, because Vader's classic, you know, and that makes sense because of the era. It made, you know, that
Absolutely.
fit the spectrum of the media of the decade. You know, it's like, I'm the bad guy, fuck me. I'm the good guy, I'm awesome. And then now you have this hybrid thing because people are confusing. We root for anti-heroes, like, you know, the darkest version of Batman possible and shit like this. It's like we want people to get fucked up a little bit.
Wolverine.
And then we also want the villains to be at least a little relatable, and then turn on a, because we're in an emotional era now, because
Well, and I love
information
that you
age,
say
you know,
that.
super emotions. Because and
Most people say the opposite.
Kylo Ren freaks the fuck out on shit,
Like a bratty kid that
Like a
learned that he had
bratty
the fucking
kid.
Force when he was 12.
And you know how people always talk shit on like 1 through 3?
Yeah.
It's weird to me because after like separating myself from, you know, like super Star Wars fanatics and stuff, and then rewatching those movies, I'm like, people complain about why these movies are fairly good because he's so fucking annoying sometimes, and then it builds up to him just being like, I'm whiny and have no limbs, I'm gonna, you know, destroy everybody.
Oh, Anakin?
Yeah. And so like the story of Anakin like just being kind of fucking annoying for a while and doing shit wrong for so long, you're just like, dude, you kind of suck at this. You want to love more than you want to be about.
Well, and you got to think about,
You know,
to
like,
me,
and then
I
that's
could
the
talk
cool
about that shit forever.
That's the cool
Because
turn, is the love.
Anakin, as most people, they try to relate to him in a way like as if he was something that they could
Relatable.
relate to.
Yeah.
He's a fucking slave that has no fucking father, whose mother gets fucking killed by people when he's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He finds a girl he loves and can't do anything
he
about
has
it.
dreams every fucking night. Not dreams, Force fucking visions of her death. You know, how the fuck do you... How do you...
Thanks for ruining the movie for me.
Spoiler alert! Sorry! But you know what I mean? It's like... I don't want to geek out on that too long, but it's what I'm saying.
I like it.
It's like, people, he's whining. Well, yeah, he's in tune in his fucking galaxy, in his world, way more beyond anything we could fucking comprehend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He feels on a completely different level because he's not like...
Well, and
a human.
after 6 movies, you get a valid... And that's the most interesting part to me, you know, is like, because he's so frontline the whole time. Well, I guess the 1 through 3. But anyways, it's that story of, like, the root of depression. Like, what made him turn so bad that he went to, you know, like, hell mode. Like, you know,
The dark
if
side.
it's Christianity, it's, you know, heaven and hell. It's like he went full-blown Satan.
Mm-hmm.
How did he get there? Why is he wanting to just fucking, like... Fuck that place.
He's
That's
not
stupid.
going to lose.
I want
he's
to
not
make
gonna
money
lose
and
the
get
one he loves ever
bitches.
again.
Blow that shit up.
This is not going to happen.
Yeah.
His mom died. He had a vision of that before she died.
He lost
He's
3
not gonna
arms,
fucking
2
let
legs,
that
and a
shit
penis, and
happen.
slid down
And
to
a cell
molten.
phone. That's what a lot of people forget. He just got that phone. It's like, yeah, I have the high ground. Well, you gotta help me find my
That's just like $700
It's all my
that
number.
I have insurance.
Oh no shit!
Why don't you get insurance?
I didn't
Because it
even
still
buy a-
costs like $200.
I don't even have a case for it yet. Fuck. Anyway,
Galaxy phone.
yeah.
So this has been...
Of course it would be.
Far away phone.
Can you hear me?
This has been the Broken Spoken podcast.
Broken spoken.
Broken
Spoken podcast. As long as nobody nabbed that, we're going to just steal that
Bro
now,
spoken.
because this is the freshest fucking
You have to
podcast
copy
you'll ever
yours.
listen to. We decided to do this 4 hours ago. We just met in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Had great chemistry in the
Phil?
produce aisle.
Friend Myers.
Bob?
Yeah.
Someone in this room gave me an angry handy. I'm not gonna say anything.
Hey, well, Mitch, you woke him up from his nap.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wash my hands.
Someone wash your hands.
And this, I mean, I guess I'm just going to title this shit like Stranger Things and Star Wars.
Cool. All right, I'm Cory.
Mitch.
Carissa.
Jake,
Kristine.
Thanks, guys.
appreciate you.
My baby and me don't always see eye to eye. We argue sometimes, I don't mean to make her cry. When times get tough, yeah, when push comes to shove, I know I can't make it right, but finger blast in love. Late at night, when we lay down in bed, I know there's no fucking way she's gonna give me some head. I've body a rub, and I'm making my way in with finger blasting love. Finger blasting through the night. Ooh, it feels so right. Yeah, it's a gift from above. My baby can't get enough finger blasting love.